Mind the bend, darling?
I've driven you to the station every day for the last 15 years. You don't have to tell me.
Careful, there's another one coming up.
Oh, darling. I know this road like the back of my hand.
Caroline, keep your eyes on the road. Good Lord.
What?
I don't believe it.
What?
It's unbelievable.
What is? You are so irritating this morning.
There's been a big shake-up at Belmont. Tony Lloyd's been made MD.
Do you know him?
Tony Lloyd previously spent 3 years at Ginsburg Publishing, where he worked under sales and marketing director Donald Fairchild. He was my home sales director. I told him he was out of his mind to leave Ginsburg's for Belmont because he was in line for my job. Now he's a managing director and I'm still there.
It's not your fault, darling. You know Herman Ginsburg should have stepped down years ago.
I know, you know, Herman knows. He said he'd retire when he was 65.
Well, he can't go on forever, can he?
74 next week. I must be mad to mistake her. Tony Lloyd, MD at Belmont.
You just hang in there, darling. It's only a matter of time.
I know. I've only got another 15 years before I retire.
Here we are.
Oh, roll on Friday.
Darling, it's only Monday. Oh, don't forget, we've promised to take Jonathan to lunch today before he gets his train for Oxford. Are you sure you've kept it free?
Don't worry, it's in the diary. It's not every day a member of our family goes to university. I'm looking forward to it.
So's Jonathan. So am I. It's yonks since you took me out to lunch during the week.
I know. Herman's so mean these days, it's hard enough to claim the genuine business lunches.
Donald, I've been thinking. I thought I might look for a job. I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands.
Well, you've still got me to look after.
Yes, of course, but I thought I'd like something more challenging, more fulfilling. I've spent the last 20-odd years looking after you and the children. I want a job.
But that is your job.
I want something more, Donald. I want to go back to work.
Well, a good idea. What about that new flower shop in Amersham? They're always looking for part-time staff.
No, that's not quite what I had in mind.
Why not? You're a jolly good flower arranger. I bet you could get a job there.
Donald, I want to pick up my career. I want to go back into publishing.
Darling, you are quaint. I must go, or I'll miss it. Don't forget to pick up my suit from the cleaners. Oh, and some shaving cream. Lather, you got phone last time.
Donald? Donald, may I remind you, I had a very successful career in publishing before I bore your children.
Our children? And it was a promising career.
All right, promising. I was earning more than you, and it would have been successful if you hadn't got me pregnant every 2 minutes.
Caroline, I have to travel with these people.
I'm the one who had to give up my career. I'm the one who had to compromise. I'm the one who had to deal with all the dirty nappies, and I'm the one who wants to pick up my career.
But you haven't had any dirty nappies for years.
I'm talking metaphorically.
What was the alternative? That I should have given up my career?
Well, I was a good editor. I found the Dartington trilogy, which still sells very nicely, thank you very much. So don't patronize me.
Darling, I wasn't patronizing.
Yes, you were. You call me quaint. Nobody likes being called quaint. It's patronizing.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It was wrong. Naive would have been a better word.
Ooh. What?
You are being naive if you think you can go back into publishing just like that. You've had no contact for over 20 years. I shouldn't think you'd even get as far as an interview.
Really?
No. These days they want young people, not middle-aged mums. Why do you think I'm having such a struggle at Ginsburg's? Why do you think we haven't had a title in the bestseller list for 5 years? Because I got a geriatric chairman who won't spend any money, and a puritanical editorial director who won't allow so much as a bare bosom on a cover.
And a patronizing and pompous sales and marketing director who's a male chauvinist pig.
Morning.
Ginsburg Publishers. I'll see if Mr. Ginsburg's free.
I should have been consulted. My sales force are going to have a hell of a job selling the book with this cover.
I don't know how you can say that, Donald. That is a beautiful still life by Van Gogh.
It's beautiful, but it's a waste of money. It won't help Gordon Campion's book.
Yeah. Beatrice asked him to call me later. I'm in a meeting with Mr. Fairchild and Mr. Macron.
The book is about an artist. I think it's the most apposite cover.
It's about a randy young art student. It's a very funny book. Herman. No, thank you, Herman. Look, with the right marketing, I can get Pastures New into the bestseller list. I've already done a marvelous deal with Smiths.
Donald, what have you got in mind?
Well, a naked girl, for a start. Oh, I know, Alistair, I know. But a pair of boobs can sell an extra 200,000 copies.
No. No. I've always been a responsible editor. I'm not going to demean myself. Or Ginsburg's.
How about in profile? One boob. And settle for an extra 100,000.
I'm sorry, Herman. I have no wish to appear puritanical, but I refuse to be associated with anything lewd.
Herman, he's got to go. We've got to get someone young who can help me change our image and get this publishing house into the 80s. Hopefully before we're into the 90s.
Don't worry, Donald. You'll give yourself a coronary.
God, when I think I got you Jeffrey Archer and you rejected him.
Archer, smarcher. We're not doing too badly.
Herman, we can't survive on our list of dead authors forever. The Ginsburg Dickens, the Ginsburg Shakespeare, Herman Ginsburg's complete works of Lewis Carroll. I might as well be doing the marketing for a firm of undertakers.
Donald, you know my philosophy. A good author is a dead author, especially if he's been dead 50 years and I don't have to pay him royalties.
Herman.
Don't worry, Donald. Alistair is leaving. All right? Listen. I'm 74 next week. You know that?
Yes, of course.
Well, tomorrow morning, I'm going to make a big announcement.
Herman, are you announcing your retirement?
I don't want to say any more now. All right?
No. Certainly. Right.
Donald, I've been looking at some of your expenses lately. 2 bottles of Gevrey Chambertin for lunch last Wednesday.
I was negotiating for a big autumn wine book. What were we supposed to drink? Half a bottle of House Plonk?
Did you get the wine book?
No.
Then the answer is yes.
Right.
Morning.
Can I help you?
Yes, I've got an interview with Peter Stewart.
And your name is?
Miss Caroline Fielding.
Right, well, if you'd like to take a seat over there, I'll phone and let Mr. Stewart know that you're here.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, yes, I've got a Miss
Fielding.
Fielding in reception for Peter. Yeah, okay. Mr. Stewart isn't in his office at the moment, but his secretary will phone down when he's back.
Oh, thank you. I'll wait.
Nikki, can you get our courier to whiz this over to Heathrow? I'd like it in New York by tomorrow morning.
Right.
Caroline? Caroline Fielding?
Anthea Duxbury.
Good Lord, it must be over 15 years.
More like 20.
You look marvellous.
So do you.
Well, what on earth are you doing here?
Oh, I've got an interview with a Mr. Stewart.
Peter Stewart? My God, we need someone like you here. One just can't find anyone with experience these days.
Really?
Oh, you've no idea. All we get are graduates hot out of red brick, steeped in Malcolm Bradbury and David Lodge, but they haven't the faintest idea what's commercial in the marketplace.
Really?
They've no horse sense. Couldn't spot a Harold Robbins if they slept with it. But what about you, Caroline? What have you been up to?
Oh, this and that. Freelancing, mostly.
Oh, Peter, how clever of you to find Caroline Fielding.
Peter Stewart.
Oh, how do you do?
Do you two know each other?
I used to be her secretary. Don't ask me how many years ago. Caroline was responsible for the Dartington trilogy.
Really? My God, we need someone like you here. Or we get a graduate steeped in Malcolm Bradbury and David Lodge.
Yes, I know.
Would you like to come and meet some of our people?
Yes, is Mr. Franklin in? When could you start? Are you free for lunch?
The royalties from the Dartington trilogy are still rolling in, especially from the States.
Yes, especially from the States.
Really?
So, he's retiring at last. I'll be in control. I'm really going to turn that company around. Bring in some new blood.
I'm so pleased for you, Dad. You deserve it.
Thanks. I can't think where your mother's got to. I'm dying to tell her the news.
Well, as I told you, when I got up, there was just a note saying she'd see us here.
I think you might have had your hair cut, Jonathan. If you're fortunate enough to get a place at Oxford, the least you can do is arrive with hair of a reasonable length.
I don't think the place was conditional on the length of my hair.
Excuse me, Signor Fairchild.
Yes?
A message from Mrs. Fairchild. She is unavoidably delayed. She will see you at Paddington Station.
Oh. Thank you, Romana. Oh. Just see his handkerchief, third from the end. Well, where the hell have you been? You missed lunch, your youngest child leaves home, and you went there to see him off.
Our youngest child, and you were there. Oh, Donald, don't be so dramatic. We're going to see him at the weekend.
Well, where on earth have you been? I got some very exciting news I wanted to tell you over lunch. Now you've spoilt it.
Well, I've got some exciting news to tell you. I went for an interview for a job, and the most amazing thing happened. They want me to start tomorrow.
I think the flower pot in Amersham or wherever you went could have waited. Don't you feel it was more important for you to be here to see your son off?
As it happens, it's something rather better than that.
Oh. Well, never mind. I want to tell you my good news. Herman's announcing his retirement tomorrow.
Don't you want to know what it is?
What?
My job, the one I went for this morning. Don't you want to know what it is?
Oh, yes. All right. What is it?
I'm on the hardware counter at Woolies.
I wish you every success, Donald.
Thank you, Alistair.
I'm sure we're going to do great things together.
Yes.
Right. Can I have your attention, please? Quiet, please. Thank you. Now, Kinder, some of you may know why I've called you here this morning, and some of you maybe not. But knowing how well secrets are kept at Ginsburg Publishing, I'm sure you all know. I founded this publishing house when I bought this building in 1939. It has been my life. But, as one or two of you may know, next week I celebrate my 74th birthday. Thank you. Thank you. But we must not be premature. I ain't got there yet. But it does not take a mathematical genius to work out that I have been selling and publishing books for more than 45 years. That's a lot of books and a lot of years. And I have to admit that these days, I sometimes get a bit tired. In other words, there comes a time to step down. to pass the business over. That time has come. I do not feel unhappy because I know that Ginsburg Publishing is going to be in safe hands. It is going to be taken over by a man who will bring the company into the 80s, hopefully before we're in the 90s. A dynamic man for whom I am proud to step down. I am delighted to introduce to you the president of Oasis Publishing, Edgar Franklin III.
Thank you, Herman. Thank you. Thank you. And may I say how delighted I am to have this opportunity of meeting you all. And in due course, I'll be meeting each and every one of you individually to explain the various ramifications of this takeover bid and what it'll mean to you financially. Now,
I don't know how you could be so callous. You gave no indication that we were subject to a takeover bid.
Donald, I told you yesterday I was going to make a big announcement.
Yes, to tell us you were retiring.
I am retiring.
I know, Herman. What about me? Am I supposed to retire? Or shall we use the real phrase, be made redundant?
Mr. Fairchild, Donald, no one's being made redundant. At least not at board level. Especially not you. I want you at Oasis.
I beg your pardon?
I need you. I'm over here merely to cover this transition period. We're gonna need someone to succeed me, and I think you could be that someone.
But
Herman's told me all about you. And one of the two main conditions of this takeover is that you join us at Oasis with the usual stock options. Well, I hope you'll at least consider it.
Yes, sure. I'll consider it. What was the other main condition?
That I got $3 million for the property.
I said I could charge the paperwork for our own, so that's what we're doing here. Well, this is the reception. We change our display periodically. Mostly it's our titles from the bestseller lists, of which I'm delighted to say there are many. Number 1, 16 Weeks. Nikki's responsible for the display. Nikki, this is Mr. Fairchild, who will be joining our senior executive.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Fairchild.
Don, come on through and let me introduce you to some of the key personnel who'll be working under you.
Thank you. Very impressive, Edgar.
I knew you'd like it. Peter, meet our new sales and marketing director, Donald Fairchild, who comes to us from Ginsburg Publishing. Peter Stewart, personnel.
Delighted you're joining us. We need someone like you here.
Thank you.
And Anthea Duxbury, your export sales director.
How do you do, Mr. Fairchild? I'm so glad you're joining us.
So am I.
And someone you're going to be working very closely with, your editorial director.
I'll see you later.
Caroline Fielding. Miss Fielding only joined us yesterday.
How do you do, Mr.
Fairchild. Donald Fairchild.
We're damn lucky to have her. Do you know, Miss Fielding is responsible for one of our big sellers in the States, the Dartington Trilogy.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you two are going to get on famously.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
shall.